Ankle thing. How are you feeling physically? I know you kind of got beat up in that game. Just how's the ankle? I know it looked like you kind of maybe dinged your shoulder a little bit in the game. Just how are you feeling physically right now?
Feeling good. Obviously took quite a few hits against Oregon and just trying to limit those, but overall feel pretty good.
Was it the shoulder first half, or what was that first?
Yeah, it's kind of when I was throwing, he kind of stopped it mid motion, and it's a little sore, but nothing terrible, and nothing that'll probably prevent me from practicing or even playing this week. So it's not even in the question.
Is it nice to have a conference game on the schedule now to kind of wash the last game a little bit?
It is, and obviously very disappointing to lose that one and how we lost it, and the expectations that we have are a lot higher than what we have had in the past, and that's the thing with developing a championship mentality is setting your expectations and standards really high. So obviously after that game it was disappointing, but going back to last year and after our second loss we reeled off 5 straight wins, and this is a team that's going to be on a mission the rest of the season.
When you look at offense, again, those Iowa and Oregon are pretty good football teams, but what needs to change for the offense to kind of get on track a little bit? Is it running the ball more? Is it third down efficiency? I know it's not just you, it's 10 other guys, but it really has to start changing for the offense to get clicking in your mind.
I mean, it's going to take a lot, and that's developing a run game early in the game. That's converted on third down, and just being able to put ourselves in third and manageable. Third and medium, third and long throughout the game are hard to do. Third and 4 and less are more manageable, and things that I feel like suit us in our offense a little better. So just being able to really just stay on the field and ultimately put up some points.
How would you assess how you played Saturday? Do you feel like maybe you tried to press or force some plays, or I guess what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a competitor and I'm a competitive guy. Getting down early in that game, I knew with that offense that they had over there that it was going to take, a lot of scoring for us. And obviously we didn't do that. And trying to make plays, and, there was a couple times where we had guys in the backfield pretty quick, and, on the interception, he kind of he did hit my arm as it was coming forward. But, that's just kind of how football works out. When you're playing a good team and you get down early, it's tough to come back from that.
Would you say the confidence is around among the offense? Again, it's just 3 games in. Is are you still confident that this offense can get going and make plays and do what some of the things you just mentioned? Are you still confident?
Absolutely. And we got some playmakers on our team, and obviously we're still kind of young, especially on the O-line with our center and right tackle, but still trying to find ourselves and find what really works for us, and that's our coach's job is to do that, and ultimately our job to go out and execute. And I have full confidence in our offensive coordinator and Coach Vigan, and the entire offensive staff. So I have no doubts in my mind that we're going to get this thing rolling.
So obviously you're a leader on this team, and you just mentioned you got a lot of young guys, especially on offense. So throughout the week preparing, coming back from a bad loss, how do you approach that challenge of picking those guys up and being a leader?
Well, it starts at practice, and pushing everybody every day to their limits, and it's a tough position and it's a weird position, and like I said, looking back to last year, we were 2-2, and that's when we kind of all put our minds together towards one goal, and that was to win the Mountain West, and making the championship game last year and having that experience, and kind of being in a similar situation this year is going to help us, I think.
I think Saturday was the most you've run so far this year. What's kind of been your mentality towards using your legs this season?
Use them when necessary. This year is kind of trying to mature and win from within the pocket and try to limit the hits. But like I said, I'm a competitive guy. I'm going to do what is necessary to try to put our team in position to win football games. So, whenever my number's called, I'm going to do everything I can for this team.
When you are scrambling, I know it's tough, losing a guy like Tanner, who you're so comfortable with in those scramble drills. I guess, how do you feel like the comfortability level is with the other receivers now?
It's a little different. I'm not going to lie, Tanner was a guy that's going to go win a lot of the times when I threw the ball up, and without James and Austin Fort, we really don't have a guy that's tall and that can go get something. Obviously CJ and Austin are really good competitive players that want the ball in their hands. But, sometimes the opportunity just doesn't present itself, and really didn't against Oregon.
What have you seen from Hawaii's defense on tape so far?
Real chaotic. It's a tough defense to understand what they're doing and where they're coming from. But that's kind of what they want. They want to cause confusion, and they want to bring linebackers and corners from different directions and have you thinking one thing and then kind of do the other. So, we're going to get in and watch film with Coach Vegan, and the offense is. We'll be prepared this week, and they're a good defense. We're not going to take them lightly, but definitely have some tendencies and weaknesses that I think that we can kind of find out what we can do Saturday.
I know you got to meet a lot of quarterbacks over the summer in Hawaii. I believe the last game they played, Josh Rosen. Did you cross paths with him at all this summer?
I did at the NCAA this little student athlete seminar thing in Indianapolis. Yeah.
Did you spend much time with him at all, or just kind of?
Just kind of here and there. Cool guy, and he played real well against Hawaii. Watched that tape today, and hopefully we can take some things from what they did and apply it to our stuff.
Josh, any different feel playing a late night game? I know you guys had a lot of late night fun last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any different feel to starting a game at 8:15, 8:30?
Looking back to Oregon, it started to get chilly in the second half, so I think we'll be prepared for that. I don't know how well prepared Hawaii will be for kind of some colder weather, but I wouldn't say different feel. I think this team has kind of been through the ringer schedule-wise, especially going back to last year and playing in a game that finished at 2:40 in the morning. So I don't think it'll affect us that much.
Do you know much about the Paniolo Trophy?
I don't. I know that it was kind of lost in translation and rediscovered, and so.
It's more famous for that than
yeah, but
really.
We'll see. We'd love to keep it here in the state of Wyoming.
Was there any? Oh, sorry. I was going to ask you. Was there anything positive you thought coming out of that game? You felt you did well?
As a team, I thought we competed to the very end, and kind of shows a lot about a team. You learn a lot about yourself, and how a team's going to play out when you're getting beat by a lot of points late in games. And we continue to fight, and we still maintained a competitive edge, and that shows a lot about this team and what this team can do. Any questions on the phone?
Hi, I'm Clark from Hawaii. Were you able to see any reminders of other teams when you were watching videos of Hawaii? Did they look like anybody else? Or
Did Hawaii look like anybody else?
Yeah, any other team that did it remind you of anybody else? Or?
That kind of brings me back to last year. They're very reminiscent of Air Force, where they'll bring a lot of pressure and play a lot of man. So kind of going back to what we did against Air Force last year and watching that film and seeing, how it kind of translates with Hawaii.
And again, they've had 2 weeks to prepare for you. Have you been able to look ahead a little bit to them? I know you want to play one game at a time, but were you able to look a little bit just ahead because of the conference opener and kind of figure out what to work on, before this week?
No, we really haven't looked much at them before this, and it's never easy going against a team that has a bye week the week before you, and they have 2 weeks to prepare. Obviously, that's a big advantage in my opinion, but I have no doubt in my offensive staff and our players that we'll have a good game plan coming in Saturday.